Hello, and welcome back to National Busways West Scotland, here at the Hamilton garage in, Hamilton, just to the south east of Glasgow. I got it. Where we've got some quite unique, shorter double-deckers in use. At the moment, the exclusive fleet from Hamilton, where we have two different types using 9.9 metre ALX400 bodywork, the B7 and the Trident. The B7's put to work on the 310, which is like the 210 but more local in Hamilton and more direct in East Kilbride, where the 210 is more local in East Kilbride and more direct in Hamilton. And then we've got the 301, which is like a cross-town down to Larkhall from Blantyre, and that uses, obviously, the Tridents. And the 301 is very, very busy between Hamilton and Blantyre, which just so happens to also be the main road into Glasgow. So I don't know if you see where I'm going with this, but we're going to ease the pressure from the 301 somewhat. But we're going to also ease the pressure from a future suburban route, or from future local route, out towards Bothwell and Uddingston, by providing two routes between Hamilton and Glasgow, which will be numbered the 3 and 13. So the 3 is going to start by following the 21 down to Rutherglen Cross, then it'll come down through Cambuslang, through Halfway, then through Blantyre, and then it'll roughly follow the 301 210 into Hamilton. The 13, on the other hand, will run along the 15 out to the Forge, then down this way through, let's just skirt the bottom of Calderbraes, then down through Uddingston, Bothwell, across the river and into Hamilton that way. So these routes are obviously going to start from the bus station, the Buchanan, that's what it's called. I'm good at this. I know where I'm going. Sometimes. Rarely. Occasionally. When I feel like it. How's that? So, I think without any further ado, let's get into this. So I get my beautiful hex code. It's a really nice hex code, AB6000. And we're gonna get onto... Let's do the 3 first, because that's already kind of mostly in, and it goes to a lot of very, very busy areas. So this is the 3. Glasgow to Hamilton. And we're gonna start from there, and then here's where the 21 goes, so just make our way down to down through Trongate. Suppose me, if you don't mind. And the 3 is done. It's an absolutely heroic route. Starting up in Buchanan bus station, coming down along the 21 to Rutherglen, then down the Hamilton road through Cambuslang and Blantyre. It's very long, and before I put any timing points in, it's taking 135 minutes, which is over 2 hours. In fact, it's 2 hours 15 minutes exactly, which is yikes. So this route could end up taking a little while, and it's going to need a lot of buses. It's going to run every 12 minutes during peak time and every 15 during the day, and the 13 will run at the same frequency. So let's see what we can do. And the timetable for the 3 is done. We're going to, according to this, need 14 buses, so I'll be buying 16 buses. And they will be, obviously, from HM. And they are probably, I think for the 3, I'm probably going to use Tridents. Tridents, I think, would make sense on this route, as opposed to a B7, because this bit around here is quite a slog. And sort of the Trident has a bit better get up and go from a standing start than the B7. Whereas I think the 13 has a little bit more free running in its length. So that'll be able to use B7s. Or maybe we'll put Tridents on both. Don't know. We'll see. Hamilton will certainly be a weird garage, but that's what we're for. We're all for weird. So I'm just going to make a note of the 16 TAs for the 3, and post me is going to, in a moment, easy post me, not yet, post me will momentarily be taking it away for the creation of the 13 Glasgow to Hamilton, which, well, Glasgow, Buchanan and Hamilton bus stations are the start and end points of the 3 and 13, but they are very, very different services. So, with that in mind, post me if you don't mind. Okay, somehow I've managed to top the 3 in terms of a route that's absolutely heroic in proportions. Because this route is huge. It's 26 miles return and takes another 14 minutes before timing points on top of the length of time that the 3 takes without timing points. This route is gargantuan, and it doesn't even cross the city. It's massive. So this route's going to need even more buses than the 3. In other news, this episode is going to be expensive. But isn't that somewhat par for the course? So, let's see what the damage is once I've set the timetable up. And here is the damage. It says it needs 15 buses. That's a lot of buses, if you couldn't tell. Which is certainly something. So the plan is basically, where we need 14 to run the 3, that route will get 16 buses. And then when we need 15 for this one, I'll buy 20 for this route. So that's 36 TAs for the 3 and 13 all told. And that will run out of HM later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to price this up. I'm at HM. So, bus fleet, marketplace, that's the button I want. Buy new bus, double decker bus. And we want the 10.5 meter Trident ALX. There we are. With no PAS, make it cheap. Put it in the type group. So 539,000 times 3, that's what, like 1.6 million? 1.7 million? Plus about... Okay, so I need about 2 million. Which sounds like a lot. And it is a lot. But at the same time, we have the glitch. So let's do that. Let's glitch it. There's 10. Import repaint. There should be a repaint. This is Solent Red. West Scotland, Glasgow. TA type, and we want, that's a TSA. TA type Hamilton. And that's just, the difference between all the garages is just literally the garage code on the roof. But this is the full length TA based on the new model. It's quite nice. As is standard for me these days, the template is upscaled to 4K, or at least it should be. It doesn't actually look like it. That's odd. It should be upscaled to 4K. I hope it's upscaled to 4K. Right, so that was 10. So now we're going to buy the next 10 in the TA type without a PAS. And with the Hamilton type code. There we go. There's the next 10. There's 20. Now I need to buy another 10. In the TA type. And this is going to be, again, Hamilton. And then I need to buy 6. Without a PAS. In the TA type. And I've just given myself 36 buses that I need to deal with. Oh, that's fun. And they have working destinations and everything. This is gonna take a while. 36, and of course these aren't going to be the first Tridents, because the Trident was in production for quite a while, and I don't know if we're going to standardise on the Trident as much. I mean, there's going to be a good split in National Busways between the B7 and the Trident, so that's certainly something. Let's go with that one. Head over to the end of the TSA rows, and ooh, we could not afford those. And the game is lagging a lot. Everyone should be parked up now though, so these are going to say Glasgow on them, and they're going to be AHM. Fleet number is going to be TA. I mean, they aren't even the first TAs on West Scotland, because there's the ones in Paisley. So, but then again, like, when was the Trident first made? Like, the Trident ALX was like 96 or something? Something like 96. Bear with. Dennis Trident. I'm literally googling this right now. Trident 2 started in 1997. So in 2001 it had been in production for about 4 years. And let's say we were buying on average about 100 a year, so this would probably be like TA 337. Always start on an odd number with these. Oh, and we want a reg. Let's go with SG51. That's a license plate, I think. SG51 Ham. There we go. And I'll get the rest of these done off camera. My word, that took forever. But finally we have SG51 HBY. Oh, put a space in. Professional. Come on. Better known as TA 372. I don't know where they hide the fleet numbers, but I assume it's on there somewhere. But there are our new ALX400 Tridents. All 36 of them. Which means this garage is now over half full. Oh dear. But what it means we can do is launch the 3, which is taking a while to load. Activate the 3, and then I need to make sure that it's set to prefer the TA type, because one of these isn't, and I don't know which one it is. I think it's the 3, because I briefly forgot when I was making them that I had the batch of TAs and therefore their type group already like at Paisley. So let's just make sure. Yep, it is the 3 that does not know that it prefers TAs yet. And guess what? It prefers TAs. We got Tridents. And then the 13, which is this monster that goes down this way. Absolutely huge. And hopefully we have enough buses at Hamilton, because we absolutely cannot afford any more. Which is just lovely as a situation. So, while we wait for the 13 to activate, the plan for this episode, before I realised I would be buying 36 buses, because I thought I'd be buying like 12. No idea why. I think the initial plan was only to get one of them in, and then do some local stuff, but oh well. How many drivers do we have at Hamilton? Because that's going to be a big problem. Because we've got 2 mainline services in Hamilton now. Shift schedule. Not shift schedule, people. Drivers. How many do we have? Yeah, we have 33. Hiring. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort by friendliness from bottom up. There we go. Because that way any yellow ones I can just skip. And it's the high happiness ones at the bottom. Like that. I'm not misclicking anymore. This is such a good idea. Off-camera me is actually very smart. Sometimes. I don't know if you could believe that, but off-camera me is capable of being smart. Right, so we've had a bunch more drivers. Now it's time to make sure that all this goes. Assign drivers. Do we definitely have enough? Yes, we do. And that's just... oh, that's for today's shifts. Okay. That's fine. That works. Do we have enough for tomorrow? That's the big test. Yes, we do. And we're down a few TAs. Interesting. We are down some TAs. That is certainly something. Yeah. Although we're not down many, and they look relatively easy to sort of brute force. Like this 1410, I can put a the 16 thingy there. Then 1250. That's only improving it by an hour. Uh, 1355. Yeah, no, we're not getting better than that. But this 1920, I can put that down. 1210, no. 1125, well, I can put this down. That's quite good. 1240, I can move this to get that 1305 down. Internal me is thinking, do I keep you with for this? And I think so. I think I'll keep you with for this, because this shouldn't take too long. If there's a sudden jump cut, it's because it took too long. Okay, so it's actually not taking too long. I've just forgotten how to speak. That happens quite a lot to me. But I just went into a concentration mode and forgot how to speak for a moment. Actually, that can go there and this can go here. And that's done. See, game, there's no problem at all. What are you on about? So, let's see, Tuesday. 98 missing assignments. Delicious. Wednesday. Should be another 98. Or Thursday even. Yes, it's another 98. Lovely. And then Friday it should be a further 98. So, that's the rest of the week allocated on the 3 and 13. Brand new services. Aren't they lovely? So, I'll do another jump cut to start of service on Tuesday morning. Or actually no, because there are some 3s going out. Or some 313s going out tonight. Because it's there's still plenty of time before service closes. I don't know which ones are going where, but there are some going out. I know that for sure. It'd be nice if you could click on the garage and see when the next vehicles coming out were. There we go. Hamilton East Kilbride. So there's a 2252 and a 2300. But what about up at Buchanan? which is so laggy. Right, there's a 22:55, so first departures are 22:52, or is 22:52 from Hamilton. And it's a 13, which is lovely. Love a 13. So I'll just accelerate this and we can watch stuff go in and out of Hamilton bus station for a little bit, while we await the arrival of a 13. For the 22:52 to Thingy Mabob. There it is. We have SG57HBY. I've forgotten the fleet number for that because I just did them all quite in a rush. So let's have a look. I don't know what I'm expecting for busyness, but there's already some on board. Oh, there is an human on board this bus. Lovely. So, the 13 runs up this way through Bothwell, and it sort of skirts the thing. I've forgotten what it's called. But this road is very fast. I like this road quite a lot. Very nice for buses. There's Bothwell Bridge, which I assume is relatively picturesque if it wasn't for the motorway. Never mind, not picturesque, there's a motorway. Motorways cannot be picturesque. But I mean, given that it's inbound at 11 PM, that's not terrible, really. And we'll pass every remaining outbound service, at least of the 13, to see how it does. But also I assume it'll take a little bit to pick up because it's a new major route. And this one goes through areas that have absolutely no connection at all, pretty much until you hit Shettleston-ish. Like where we start running along with the 15. So, that's something. Yeah, it's all pretty quiet. It's all pretty quiet on the 13. I suspect that the 3 is going to be our real superstar. Although then again, even that's looking relatively quiet. Uh-oh. Did I just do a uh-oh? Did I do a bad? Did I make the wrong investment decision? I don't think I did. I don't think I did, because we got 17 on board at 11, like nearly midnight. I think we're actually fine. And then as we get into, as we get into sort of inner Glasgow, we'll start picking up even more. And dropping off even more. Because that's how passengers work. But this could be worse, this could be worse. In fact, actually, I'm going to pop over to Buchanan straight away. When is the next? Oh, the last 3 has gone. There it is. There's the last 3. Let's see how it does on the run back to Hamilton. So, got 10 on board through, what is this? London Road, coming up to Bridgeton. And yeah, it's pretty quiet, but again, it's midnight, and we get into Hamilton at midnight 54, almost 1 AM, which is, I think I've said quite something multiple times this episode, which is a very, very specific turn of phrase, but it would be quite something. So, the game has chosen to do one of its trademark poorly timed autosaves. Oh well. And this bus is very, very quiet. Hopefully things pick up by tomorrow, but I suspect that we've run out of time. So, from me and our new gigantic bus routes that are taking very long time to select, 3 and 13, I will see you next week in Glasgow. Bye bye.